watching Bracket Week, presented by Kubota. We're live from Las Vegas, Nevada, inside the Thomas Mack Center for the Mountain West Conference Women's Basketball Championship. These are two of the hottest teams going right now. Number 2, Wyoming will take on number 4, San Diego State. Let's show you how they got here. The Aztecs took care of New Mexico and then upended 3-time defending champ UNLV. Meanwhile, for Wyoming, they beat Air Force in the quarters and took on a tired Fresno State team and played 3 games in a row in the semis. Say hello to Kelly Burke. I am Fran Charles. Ashley Nicole Moss, the 3rd member of our broadcast team. She'll be along momentarily. But Kelly, we got the 2 hottest teams going right now. Wyoming winners of 6 straight, and San Diego State, they've won 7 in a row.
Aztecs riding momentum, but unfinished business after coming up short in last year's title game. The Cowgirls, 6 seniors who have stuck together in this transfer-happy era of college basketball, and the 1 box left to check, punching their ticket to the NCAA tournament.
And meanwhile, Wyoming has a Mountain West Conference Player of the Year in Allison Fertig. She's also made the all-defensive team. She can do it all.
Fertig dominant in the low post, elite footwork. She can finish with either hand at the rim. Does such a good job keeping that ball high. This Cowgirls squad loves to play through her, leading the Mountain West in points, rebounds, and field goal percentage.
The Aztecs were one of the best defensive teams in the conference this past season, but when they got to step on the gas, they turn it over to Veronica Sheffy.
Sheffy, an absolutely electric game. She can be that pace setter in transition, can create her own shot off the bounce with that blazing speed she has. Does a great job getting to the free throw line. She is the definition of an impact transfer. 22 points in Mountain West tournament games this year.
Who wants to go to the NCAA tournament? San Diego State was knocked out a year ago at the hands of UNLV. Wyoming last won it in 2021. The Mountain West Conference Championship. It's next on CBS Sports Network. Welcome back to the Thomas Mack Center, getting through the starting lineups. Let's check in now with the 3rd member of our broadcast team, Ashley Nicole Moss. Ashley?
Guys, they say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but tonight a champion will be crowned with bragging rights that extend way beyond the city limits. Both teams are coming into tonight's matchup on win streaks, but only one of those teams is less than 24 hours removed from taking down a #1 seed. The Aztecs are the first team to beat UNLV twice in a season since 2021, and they're looking to put a bow on a whirlwind 2 days by leaning on a defense that has been top 3 in 5 statistical categories. Fran, tonight, 2 teams, 2 win streaks, 1 champion.
Yeah, I like it. Great stuff, Ashley. And there you saw Jason Terra Hudson. She's in her 12th season. Look at the starting lineups now. Interesting. So Callie Clark, she gets the start ahead of Quezada tonight.
And a lot of that is because of the defense needed against Allison Fertig at 6'3". Aztecs countering with some size of their own. 6'3" Callie Clark.
All right, a look now at tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Kubota. And the Wyoming Cowgirls, they've been on the move, and it's all because of Heather Ezell over the last 3 years in her 3rd season, 63 victories, 3rd straight winning season. She was on the staff the 7 previous years as an associate head coach for 3 and an assistant for 4. And in her first year, she finished 2nd in the Mountain West Conference, and they lost to UNLV in the championship game, but they are back here, and we're ready for tip. Michael Murray, Ashley Lewis, and Sean Martin are our officials. And here we go. The Mountain West Conference Championship in the right for a spot in the NCAA tournament. And so Emily Melima, she starts the offense for the Cowgirls.
And this Cowgirl offense, very methodical. They're very patient. They will use the full shot clock.
Inside the Fertig. And she is the Mountain West Conference Player of the Year, but it gets stripped, and Callie Clark comes up with it. And now the spark plug, one of these top freshmen, Naomi Ganiban. She kicks it over to Clark. And there's Veronica Sheffy to the paint, pulls up, in and out. And Clark comes up with a rebound. Kicks it back out to Sheffy. Sheffy, the transfer from San Diego. In her first year at San Diego State, goes baseline and loses control. And Nat Martinez can't run it down.
Was trying to feed it into Clark inside, but a little bit of miscommunication. Not a great pass either from Sheffy.
And there is Stacey Terry Hudson in her 12th season here. She's got 3 20-win seasons. And trying to get this team back to the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2013. Tess Barnes, nothing inside, kicks it back out to Ola Ustowska. And it's Mellema to Barnes, who's driving, lays it up. And they call an offensive foul.
It's a great job by the freshman, putting her body on the line, beat Tess Barnes to the spot. And right now, 2 possessions, 2 early turnovers for Wyoming.
And you see the postseason bid in 2023. They went to the WNIT, but she has done a fantastic job here. They finished no lower than the 4th in the Mountain West standings the last 3 seasons. Villalobos kicks it back out to Clark. Iban lets it go. She is athletic, and it's Clark who gets the rebound. So Callie Clark paying dividends early with the start.
The Aztecs are winning all the 50-50 plays right now. Callie Clark has made an instant impact in this game, getting the start tonight, especially on the offensive glass.
Clark, the senior, transfer from Colorado State, spent 4 years there. Inside to Furtick. She's so tough to beat inside, but off the mark there. And Sheffy on the move. Working baseline on Mellema. Oh, the reverse. Veronica Sheffy came to play.
It's great recognition there by Sheffy. Wyoming likes to ice ball screens to force you to the baseline, and Sheffy taking full advantage off the bounce.
2:30 in this first quarter. Cowgirls have yet to get on the board, but Melina Peterson takes care of that.
Peterson does such a good job in this Cowgirl offense of giving a post-up option off that motion offense inside. Has great footwork on the finish.
Iban gets tied up. Sheffy is going to start things over. Villalobos down on the blocks. Spins inside, fades away. Look at Clark. Callie Clark.
Clark is creating a lot of extra possessions early in this game for the Aztecs, and San Diego State getting really good shot looks, just hasn't been able to put them in the hole yet.
Sheffy, Clark for 3. And it won't go. Peterson comes down with a rebound. Peterson from Denmark, a junior, also made the All-Mountain West team after the 24-25 regular season. Furtick has it stripped. Here comes Iban. She is shifty. Clark thought about another 3. The quick first step. The freshman, fearless, but it won't go.
Looks like Barnes got a piece of it, but I like the freshman attacking off the bounce. She plays with such moxiness.
And so the Cowgirls moving around the perimeter. Tess Barnes, one of the great 3-point shooters in the Mountain West Conference. Ustowska inside. Furtick can't handle it. Fast hands from the Aztecs. Sheffy on the wing. And Villalobos. How about Nat Martinez? Won't go. Good box out from Peterson. And that ball's coming the other way.
And look at this defense inside from San Diego State, doing a great job. Those active hands deflecting the ball from Furtick. And Callie Clark has made an instant impact on this game with her size and her activeness.
It is a senior, veteran-laden team for the Cowgirls. As Peterson tracks it down, they've got 6 players in their final year of eligibility. They returned all 5 starters, and Furtick the key cog in the paint, and comes up short. And so Furtick early on cannot find the groove.
Furtick's just not even getting the touches as much inside as she's used to, because Clark is denying that basketball.
Kim Villalobos to Sheffy, who pulls up, in and out. 5+ down, and it's just 4-2. Both teams have had good shots. The rock's just not going down.
Some of that's just the early nerves. You're in a championship game. There's a lot on the line. Both of these teams want to go to the NCAA tournament so bad.
Shot clock down to 7. Peterson inside to Furtick. Furtick working on Clark. Double team. And it's Peterson from the corner. And that's pure.
And that's going to be huge in this game for Wyoming. The ability when the double comes, forcing Furtick to pick up that dribble. She does such a good job of passing out that double. Peterson connecting from the corner 3.
And Melina Peterson wrapped up the regular season as the Mountain West Player of the Week. Sheffy across the lane. Wild shot, but it goes.
That's where Sheffy is at her best. Those off balance, in the air, body contorted. She's able to finish from the mid-range.
And she is their best defender. As Terry Hudson telling us, there's no question about that. Did a great job on Amarachi Kimpson of the UNLV Lady Rebels.
She's brought a level of toughness that San Diego State was missing with the graduation of Abby Prohaska, their point guard.
Clark leaning up against Furtick, and Furtick just loses the handle, gets it back. Shot clock down to 1. Melima is off the mark. 6-5, the Aztecs up by 1. Panganiban pulls up. Oh, yeah. Naomi Panganiban, the 5'7" freshman from San Diego.
Panganiban is always looking for her shot. She's not afraid of this moment as a freshman, and she had a huge game yesterday with 14 points in the summer.
Yeah, they had 3 freshmen who played out of their minds, and Hudson told us they don't know any better. Furtick. Oh, nice move in the paint.
Furtick does such a good job. She's so patient. She doesn't get sped up in the paint, and she goes and feels out that defender to go to the shoulder where she can have that little bit of separation.
8 times this year, she's had 15 points and 15 rebounds. I mean, she's first player in Mountain West history to ever do that. There's so many accolades. I mean, we can sit here and talk about Allison Furtick all day as Sheffy gets fouled.
Allison Furtick, the focal point of San Diego State's defense, and doing a great job with the turnaround on Callie Clark here to start things in the first.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Kubota. Together we do more. By Allstate. You're in good hands. And by Bombas. 1 clothing item purchased equals 1 clothing item donated.
Well, what a great year the Mountain West Conference had. All the award winners, the competition. Kelly was fierce this year.
Oh, absolutely. You got the player of the year and the defensive player of the year at Wyoming. UNLV, who has had a dynastic run in this conference for the last 3 years. The freshman of the year, 6th player of the year, Meadow Rowland. Could be as good as Desiree Young by the time she's a senior. And then Lindy LaRock, the coach of the year. Plus the newcomer of the year in Emma Ronsick.
And Gloria Navarez, the commissioner of the Mountain West, is incredibly proud of the basketball that has been displayed by these ladies. Really, I mean, it came down to the wire, a lot of intensity down the stretch. It's been a fantastic tournament as well.
It is, and this is a conference that is on the rise, going to continue to get better and better and assert itself every year as a multiple bid league.
Sheffy was fouled by Melima, and so Sheffy takes care of business. Kaylin Hamilton, one of those dynamic freshmen. Got 3 freshmen in the game. Panganiban, Martinez, and Hamilton. Hamilton's a bit of a defensive specialist. Also, Maddie Simmons in for the Cowgirls, and McKinley Dickerson. And inside, great move by Simmons. Can't get it to go, but who else? Furtick there.
Furtick is so dangerous. You have to put a body on her in the paint because she's so active on the offensive glass, and she keeps that ball high, so she goes right back up with it on the putback.
All right, here's Adriana Quezada. She's in the game as well. Jaslyn Green, and she's on the left side. The top of your screen in the corner. And Aaron Hout. So full sail changes. Hamilton, strong move. And it won't go.
Stacey Terry Hudson will go 10 deep on her Aztec bench, and this second unit does not lose a beat. They call them the game changers because there's absolutely no drop-off when they come in the game.
Furtick from Simmons. Also, you've got Ola and Stauska and Cotty Olilainen in the game. And there's a turnover from the Cowgirls.
Allison Furtick is an absolute beast on the boards. And look at the way McKinley Dickerson exploiting the size advantage, but nobody boxes out Furtick. She's active. She keeps that ball high. And this is basically automatic for her on the putbacks.
10-9 Aztecs up 1 here. Oh, good pass to Quezada from Panganiban.
That was pretty. And a great dive from Quezada on the roll. Panganiban, she's a freshman point guard, but she plays like she's a senior.
Good look. Dickerson. And she draws the foul. So Simmons with a good find.
Just a great two-man game. Aztecs freshman drawing two. Quezada slice into the basket. And the 6-year senior does such a good job finishing at the rim. She wants this title so bad. Came back just to play in this championship game again.
And the foul is on Adriana Quezada, her first. Dickerson, 5'11" grad student. 139 career games. So tonight makes it 140. And that's the most active for the Cowgirls. She's in the 1,000-point club. She's had a fabulous career.
And she didn't play last year because she went on a mission trip. So back, and she just brings a big-time punch off the bench for the Cowgirls.
Jasmine Green had 3 big threes the other night. How about Quezada? Her first 3 attempt off the mark. And Melba brings it back up. Barnes, she can let it rip. Scrapes the sky. Tess Barnes, her first 3 of the night.
Jocelyn Green has to make sure she is not losing Tess Barnes in transition on that trailer 3, because Barnes, multiple threes over the last 7 games. She's the best three-point shooter.
Yeah, 152 career threes for Barnes. That's 12th in program history. Panganiban, shaking and baking.
Panganiban, she's got that sweet crossover dribble, and she is so confident shooting the ball. Has that clutch gene as a freshman.
Inside of 15 seconds. And the action's picked up here in the first quarter. We're knotted up at 14. Dickerson now down to 5. Olilainen. Oh, yeah. Knocks down to 3. And the buzzer sounds. So a big shot there from Cotty Olilainen. And it gives Wyoming the lead here, 17-14. So that's the end of the first quarter. Wyoming up by 3. It has been fast-paced as of late. Sheffy's done a nice job, but it's the Cowgirls up by 3. You're watching Bracket Week, presented by Kubota. Bracket Week, presented by Kubota. Everyone's having a good time. Here's Ashley now with Coach Hudson.
Coach, we spoke about that defense of this team being absolutely suffocating. The other team's going to start making shots. What adjustments are you making?
You know, we got to defend the 3. We've done a good job down low and taking them out of what they want to do, but now they're hitting 3, so we're going to have to adjust and make sure we get a little closer.
2 forced turnovers early to start this game. How pleased are you with the effort on defense so far?
I mean, Callie does a great job defensively, and she's going to continue. So we just got to keep them fresh, keep running different kids at them, and see what we can do to keep running.
Thanks, Coach, of course.
All right, Ashley, good stuff. And she talked to Cal about Callie Clark. So I got 5 rebounds in the game.
Callie Clark has made an instant impact on this game, especially on the defensive end. But Wyoming, so efficient offensively. And right now, they are trading 2s for 3s with San Diego State. 3 of 4 from distance. That's been the difference with Wyoming having a 3-point lead.
Aaron Haupt lets it fly. It's no good. And Fertig, she comes down with a rebound. 17-14, Wyoming up by 3 here in the second quarter. On the line, a trip to the NCAA tournament. Olilainen looking inside to Fertig. Nice drop step. Oh, no, they call an offensive foul. So Quezada, she was set outside the arc down there.
That was great defense from Adriana Quezada. Gives up a lot of size to Fertig, but beating Fertig to the spot. A little bit of a controversial call.
I don't know about that.
I don't definitely, seeing it now from that angle, I don't necessarily think she had the positioning.
We talked to Allison today. She said she worked real hard in her conditioning in the offseason. You talked to her about that, and she said, yeah, I get beat up a lot down there. And Villalobos, good second effort there, and gets it to go.
Villalobos is going to be a key factor in this game. The post players of San Diego State have to be active, and they have to be aggressive in looking for their shots.
Barnes inside to Furtick. Get used to that. And Furtick double team. Good defense. Megan Fiso
In the ball game. The
And
5'10" senior from Seattle.
I love this. Great job, Kim Villalobos attacking off the bounce, goes to the step through, and she's got a dynamic game with her footwork. But San Diego State has a great game plan right now defensively on Allison Furtick. As they're sending a little bit of a late double, it's forcing Furtick to pick up that dribble.
The call was 3 seconds there, so Wyoming gives it up. And Clark looking inside to Villalobos. Fiso working on Peterson.
Sheffield with the shot clock down to 5. Martinez with the bigger Mellema on her. Nice defense from Emily Mellema.
Defensive player of the year showing out with the block.
And Mellema, she can knock the threes down as well, but that one's off the mark. And Clark with another rebound, so good box out there.
A really good job by Clark getting the inside positioning, making sure Furtick was not active on the offensive glass.
Sheffy down the left side. A little out of control. And it's going to stay. They go back the other way to Wyoming.
Emily Mellema does such a good job staying home on this. She got beat out with the first step, but has the size advantage and able to get Nat Martinez from behind.
Mellema thought about it. Inside to Furtick. Oh, a nice pass to Barnes, who kicks it out. Only lining for 3. It's off the back of the iron, and Fiso is making an impact with her first action.
That was a great cut, though, inside off of the double team.
Clark fades away. It doesn't get the soft roll. Peterson back to Mellema. Mellema averages just over 10 points a game inside the Furtick, who on the year averaged a double-double. Led the Mountain West in scoring, rebounding, and field goal percentage.
Clark has done a really nice job of having to push Allison Furtick off the block. She's pushing her a little bit out of her sweet spot, so that turnaround hook is a little bit longer than Furtick's used to taking.
Clark up top. Sheffy finds a cutting Clark, and then Clark, good job. Got her balance, slowed everything down, and then went up strong for the bucket.
Great job by Clark, just collecting herself, using her body to create the littlest bit of space to have that separation from Furtick inside.
Aztecs back up 1. Hands of Furtick, and here come the running Aztecs. Sheffy, Martinez, great ball movement, back to Martinez, and Villalobos can't connect on the reverse.
Yes, Aztecs have to be able to finish those looks inside, getting really high percentage shots, but you have to finish against Wyoming, who's so efficient.
Barnes with a quick trigger, and gets it to go down low.
Wyoming starting to take advantage of the Aztecs in transition. They like to slow it down normally, but seeing a little bit of an opening.
Barnes, one of the 6 players in their final year of eligibility. They all have over 100 games. I mean, they've been together so long. They're such great friends. Sheffy, strong, no foul, a lot of contact, bodies on the floor. And we're coming back Wyoming's way.
Those 5 seniors that you mentioned, cowgirl toughness, the epitome of it. And what's so impressive in this day and age, the way that this group has stuck together in this transfer-happy era.
Yeah, you don't see that a lot. Heather Ezell in her 3rd year has done a really nice job. Really 10 years in the program, 7 as both an associate head coach and then an assistant head coach. And she says it's been great to watch these ladies mature. She's known them for so long. Clark, active hands. She read where that pass was going, and now Ustowska and Martinez. They tie it up, and it's going to stay down Wyoming's way.
Timeout on the floor.
Aztecs have been active in the paint, causing deflections, already forcing 8 turnovers in this game. Wyoming with a narrow 1-point lead.
You're watching Bracket Week, presented by Kubota. It's Experts at Work, brought to you by Principal Cal.
Wyoming loves to play inside out. Does such a good job getting that ball inside Allison Fertig. She's got great finishing ability. But right here, drawing 2 defenders is Emily Mellema, and that's what leads to these open kick-out threes in this Wyoming offense. Fertig tonight, 2 of 5 from the field, and does such a good job with 3 defenders around her. She just is so patient. She doesn't get sped up, and then does a great job of finding her 3-point shooters on the perimeter.
Allison Fertig, 46 career double-doubles, but they're doing a really good job tonight.
Yeah, really limiting Fertig's touches, and I had a chance to visit with Coach Stacey Terry Hudson pregame, and she said, look, we're not going to stop Fertig from scoring, but we have to slow her down, limit her touches, we have to crowd her, we have to show her a lot of different defensive looks.
And Mellema with the floater. It won't go. Just under 5 minutes until halftime. Matt Martinez, yes, gets it to go.
I just continue to be so impressed with the freshmen, the 3 talented freshmen of San Diego State, not afraid to take the open shot in the biggest of games.
Dickerson inside. And she draws the foul.
The transition was an area that San Diego State wanted to capitalize on before this Wyoming defense could get set. Mellema late to close out on Nat Martinez, and those are the areas that San Diego State needs to exploit. Kim Villalobos' dad, this guy, he's standing up all game waving that flag. This guy's my spirit animal.
Yeah, he's been having a great time. And Coach Hudson, she said just how important the Villalobos family has been just all year long. I mean,
he's at every away game, even.
Right? He's working up a sweat.
Kim told me that he gets more excited for the games than she does, but he's the #1 Aztecs fan.
And Dickerson ties it up. And Oli Leinen checks back in.
He's got quite the dance moves. So you should have seen him on senior night when they came out, brought her out. He was more into it.
Quezada, the 5'10 senior from Frisco, Texas. Martinez, great look to Clark, who's having a night. Callie Clark puts the Aztecs back up by 1.
Clark has been the difference maker tonight. 3 of 5 from the field, and she's forcing Fertig to have to guard her and being a major factor in this offense, both ends of the floor, actually.
Mellema had an open shot. Worked the rock around, and now Dickerson to Oli Leinen. And Panganiban on her. How about Oli Leinen? A lot of contact there, no whistle.
And it's a supporting cast of characters right now for Wyoming that has really stepped up in this game. Oli Leinen playing through contact. She drew 2 defenders and still able to finish that shot.
Panganiban, look at the quick first step. How about that move?
Panganiban going right at 6'4". Allison Fertig blew by the initial line of defense and not afraid to take the risk inside with Fertig looming.
And that ball is just knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay down this way. Coming up on AT&T at the half, Adam Zucker, Wally Zerbiak, Ice Young, and John Rothstein. They're going to get you caught up on all the highlights from around college basketball and show you the latest tickets punched. All coming up on AT&T at the half. Panganiban, by the way, she was a track star in high school. Still holds a record at our high school, La Jolla Country Day, for the 100-yard dash. It's just over 12 seconds. And a bucket there.
Alita Peterson understands diving to the basket so well, and Fertig so patient in waiting for that cut to develop from that motion offense.
Great action here in the second quarter. We got a block on Barnes. Good back and forth affair. And the second foul on Tess Barnes.
Veronica Sheffy draws a lot of attention off the bounce, trying to create separation. Tess Barnes trying to wall her up, but her feet were still moving. Couldn't quite seal off the baseline in time.
And Sheffy's so good at starting and stopping offensively. 20 times she scored in double figures.
I think she's actually better when she's off balance, shooting wild shots.
Panganiban is going to step back up, set the offense up, but it's a one-lady show. Won't go. And Dickerson comes away with it. Wyoming up 1, 2:10 left in the first half. In this Mountain West Conference Women's Basketball Championship. 2 versus 4. Melima, the strong drive with the left hand, and it goes.
Really great recognition by Melima as Sheffy had kind of sunk down to crowd Fertig inside, and so she used that quick first step to get the positioning on that drive inside.
And she's a defensive specialist, defensive player of the year, as Kelly mentioned earlier. Also last year, she made the all defense team from Mountain West, but she can score now.
She's a pass first point guard. I mean, excuse me, she's a score first point guard. What am I saying?
Sheffy off the mark there. Only line working on Martinez. Peterson's got a quick release. Only line it for 3. Won't go. Here comes Sheffy.
This is where Aztecs have to push in transition.
Panganiban for 3. In rhythm and hits.
That's 2 triples now for San Diego State that have come in this quarter in transition. Wyoming has to get back and close out and run off that three-point line, the shooters.
And the freshman from San Diego leads everyone tonight. He's got 9 points. Inside a minute. Dickerson. They're going to call traveling.
Veronica Sheffy is that pace setter in transition, and she does a great job getting this miss, pushing tempo, gets to the middle of the floor, and then look at the spacing. Panganiban, Melima, the defensive player of the year, can't run her off the line in time.
How about this? 10 turnovers already for Wyoming. They average just about 14 a game, already have 10. And meanwhile...
But only 6 points off those turnovers for the Aztecs.
Panganiban can't connect with the left. The Aztecs have just 1 turnover. Played a relatively clean game. Mounted up at 27. 30 seconds left. Melima, quick first step, and a nice pick by Fertig. They move it around. Peterson looking for some help. Melima's going to pull up from the baseline and misses everything.
This is just great help defense. Rotations had totally fallen apart, but San Diego State running to the ball.
And they get a foul on Melina Peterson. And that's her first. 3rd team foul. 13 seconds left here. Panganiban in control, leads everybody with 9 points. 2 seconds to shoot. Jaslyn Green from way downtown, and it won't go. But what a spirited first half it has been. That's the end of the first half. 27 all. Let's check in now with Ashley Nicole Moss as she corrals Heather Ezell in a great, intense first half. The number 2, the Cowgirls battling the Aztecs.
Coach, I heard you telling your team to just stick with it, find your spot, fight through it. How pleased were you with how they fought through in that first half?
Yeah, we had to really go through toughness there where, things weren't going well at the very start. A couple turnovers that we didn't like, but we stuck with it, got a little tougher, dug down a little bit more, and now it's a whole new ball game going in the second half.
Appreciate your time, Coach.
Thank you very much.
And what a spirited first half it was.
And it's been a lot of back and forth action here. That's the end of the first half. 27 all. We'll send you back to New York from AT&T at the half after these messages. You're watching college basketball on CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. You're watching Bracket Week presented by Kubota at halftime here at the Thomas Mack Center. And it's been a festive Mountain West Conference Women's Basketball Championship. The Cowgirls from Wyoming, they're locked up 27 all with San Diego State. Who's going to get that right to go to the NCAAA tournament? Alongside Kelly Burke, I'm Fran Charles. And man, what a first half we saw. And kudos to Coach Hudson. Did a great job putting Clark in the starting lineup. And really, it's kind of vexed Allison Fertig.
I think it's been a brilliant game plan by San Diego State in this one. Starting Clark, and then what San Diego State is doing to Fertig. Fertig has only gotten 5 shot attempts in that first half, crowding her, sending doubles at different times, and it's forcing Wyoming supporting cast to have to step up. But the Cowgirls have been highly efficient, especially from 3. Those 3 triples kept them in the first half, especially early with the turnovers. Trading 2s for 3s, but the defensive pressure double team comes, and Fertig has just been swarmed inside. Meanwhile, the freshman Naomi Ponganiban showing out in transition. She's knocking down big shots and then has the ability to create off the bounce for herself. She's got that clutch gene as a freshman. 9 points, leading the way, 2 assists.
Look now, the first half check-in brought to you by Allstate. And we're not up at 27. But you look at the 18 points in the paint from the Aztecs. And how about 6 points off turnovers? That's misleading because it could be a lot more.
It certainly could, because 10 turnovers were forced. The stat that stands out to me, too, San Diego State, 11 more field goal attempts in that first half, but hasn't necessarily been able to convert them to points. That's why this game is tied up at 27.
All right, let's check in with Ashley.
Thanks, guys. Look, I spoke to Coach Hudson coming out of the half, and she said defense creates offense, and that's exactly what we're going to allow to happen. Just got to keep fighting, keep pushing. We're getting good looks.
All right, so Coach Hudson's team knotted up with Wyoming. Wyoming won both regular season matchups. And we'll see who pulls through here with 2 quarters left to play. Clark, by the way, started in 12 games this season. Sheffy on the wing. And the taller Ustowska trying to slow down Ponganiban. Pulls up from the free throw line, and the soft roll goes.
It's good defense, too, by Ustowska, but Ponganiban just has that quick trigger, and she is constantly hunting her shots.
Ustowska, the grad student from Poland, she's 5'10". Ponganiban, 5'7". And so Coach Ezel trying to get a little bit more length on the freshman. Inside to Fertig, and that's just too deep.
Allison Fertig has to be a major factor in this second half. Wyoming needs to continue to try to work the ball inside of her in one-on-one situations.
Yeah, Fertig, the all-time leading rebounder for the Cowgirls. Sheffy stops and pops from the elbow.
Sheffy is at her best in that mid-range, that pinch post area, stopping and popping. She's so efficient. Can score at all 3 levels.
Fertig also, she's 3rd all-time in points, both well over 1,000, so she's the real deal. Peterson, that's off the mark. And here comes Martinez. Great look to Sheffy. Oh, but she can't get the roll. Clark, again, comes up, smacks the ball around. Tess Barnes had it, but her foot was on the line, so it's going to stay down here with the Aztecs.
Pace setter, Nat Martinez, Aztecs taking advantage in transition. And these are the plays that Sheffy has to be able to finish. You're not going to get a ton of extra opportunities against Wyoming.
And Villalobos, hard work inside, won't go. And Ponganiban is able to scramble for the loose ball. Sheffy, she misses the 3. Peterson inside to Fertig. Nice pass to Mellon. Oh, it's blocked by Ponganiban, but she's called for the foul.
This is where Wyoming has been at their best in their offense today. It's been those off-ball cuts by Peterson. and by Melima, and so patient is Fertig, letting that play develop. She's drawing so much defensive attention that weak side of the floor is open.
Melima, the 5'11 senior from Linden, Washington. 129 career games. She's 11th all-time, came into tonight with 153 career steals, so she's a defensive specialist.
Grew up on a dairy farm, built that toughness on a dairy farm, having to do all sorts of activities, bagging hay, you name it.
Sheffy lost her dribble there, but got some help from her friends. Villalobos, nice bounce pass. Panganiban amongst the trees, gets it out to Sheffy. Matt Martinez, she can fill it up. Almost 2,300 points in high school for Martinez. She had a 50-point game.
She had 740-point games. She averaged over 30 points per game in high school, an absolutely prolific scorer, and that's why you've seen her offense translate at this level. Nat Martinez undersized, but breaking it down off the bounce, going up against the hands of Peterson inside and taking advantage.
Three-time Mountain West Freshman of the Week. Martinez, also Panganiban with that accolade as well. But again, at Piedmont High School in San Leandro, California, she was a back-to-back player of the year, also a perfect 4.0 GPA. But again, she had 52 points. She had 16 30-point games. I mean, she can fill it up. So these freshmen are not afraid here for the Aztecs.
Have a swagger about them. They have met the moment in every way this season and forced Stacey Terry Hudson to start them about midway through conference play.
Yeah, just good quickness amongst Panganiban and also Martinez. Good job by Villalobos to get her hands active there. Tess Barnes, quick first step. Good ball movement around the horn. Peterson with 3 to shoot, in trouble. Ustowska. That's good aggressive defense from San Diego State.
Really good defensive series. And again, when everything's breaking down, San Diego State does such a good job on that help defense, just flying to the ball.
In the championship game a year ago was San Diego State, and they lost to UNLV, who won for the 3rd consecutive year as Clark with a nice drop step to the bucket.
Clark has played absolutely fearless. I love how she is attacking Allison Fertig off the bounce, showing great patience and going to that right side.
4-point lead for San Diego State. Good hands from Sheffy. And Ustowska. They scramble the possession arrow, and it's going to stay down here.
These are the type of 50-50 plays, though, that have the Aztecs building a 4-point lead. Sheffy, those active, quick hands. And you see how good San Diego State has been on defense this season. That was a huge offseason emphasis, improving this defense, and it started at the 3-point line.
Up 4 here. Melima down the left side. Cut off by Panganiban. Fertig with 3 to shoot. Melima's going to have to let it fly. And Peterson comes up with the rebound. And now Barnes. That's good. So Tess Barnes trying to get in rhythm. That's her 2nd 3 of the night.
And dangerous because Wyoming has been so good in the 3rd quarter of this tournament. Was 9 for 10 the other night. Just lit it up. Was an absolute machine offensively.
Villalobos fades away. That's her shot. Won't go. Barnes comes up with a rebound. Inside to Peterson. Watch the quick shot.
It's a great look for Peterson, and she's got such great footwork.
Oh, behind the back, but Panganiban loses it. And then we got the Villalobos with the foul.
Wyoming's turning up the defense, and that was actually a good foul by Panganiban. Did a great job crashing the offensive glass. Tess Barnes off the kick-out 3.
So Jocelyn Green and another freshman, Kaylin Hamilton, will check in for the ladies in black.
Peterson back to Ustowska. In the Furtick. Ustowska looking to go right back where she did. How about Clark?
Clark is just making such a difference on the defensive end.
Did a great job fronting Furtick, and then Sheffy pulls up from the free throw line.
And Clark's had such good awareness, too, because Furtick loves to post and repost, and she's been ready on that second throw-in.
And Green got there a little too quickly, and so she's called for the foul.
So posting and reposting, but the deflection, Callie Clark not only pushing Furtick out of her spots, but also jumping the passing lane, getting a hand on this ball, tipping it right to her teammate in Sheffy.
And also, it's giving Quezada an opportunity to really rest. As McKinley Dickerson comes up short. Barnes with the rebound, and Clark just comes away with it. Aztecs looking for more. It's going to stay down this end.
Callie Clark's on double watch. 8 points, 9 rebounds.
We've got our first immediate timeout here in the second half. We've got a tight one. Aztecs up by 3. Lori Klein-Waddell, former center for Wyoming from 78 to 83. She still ranks among the Cowgirls' top 10 in multiple all-time categories, including field goals, rebounds, and block shots. Her 322 career blocks, first all-time, as current center Allison Furtick ranks 3rd on the Wyoming charts. The Wyoming Athletic Hall of Fame, she's in that class as well, 2025. During the month of March, CBS Sports celebrates women's history, honoring the role of women, inspiring generations to move forward together. Good to see the young girls in the crowd as well. And they're getting to see a good one tonight. It's a close 3-point ball game. And I mentioned San Diego State lost the 2 regular season matchups, but they're playing with a different vibe. I mean, right now, 7 straight, 10 on the last 12.
This is a determined Aztecs team, especially this group of seniors that felt the heartbreak of last year losing in the title game.
And Green is going to get up to Panganiban, and they're going to set the offense. Started the year on fire on their first 8 games, and they ended on a hot streak as well. San Diego State wins it 7 in a row. Kaylin Hamilton, Furtick, great defense.
Really good defense. Just converging, and Kaylin Hamilton giving up a little bit of side, forced that a little bit into Furtick and Mellema.
Hamilton on the Melina Peterson. Tess Barnes trying to get that first step along the baseline. Peterson in the corner for 3. Rack it up.
Peterson just continues to hit big shots for Wyoming. That 3-point line has been the X factor tonight for this Cowgirl squad.
She's also in the 1,000-point club for the Cowgirls.
She's taken her game to a new level here the last 3 to 4 weeks of the season. Had 27 points in that win to close the regular season against UNLV.
Got her a Player of the Week honors. Panganiban. So comfortable shaking her defender and then elevating.
Wyoming has to do a better job not allowing Panganiban to get to that top of the key. That's her sweet spot.
Quezada on Furtick. Furtick is just, when she gets down there, it's just very difficult to deal with. And a quick timeout here from Coach Hudson. 39 all with just over 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Got a good one here for the Mountain West Conference Championship. You're watching Bracket Week presented by Kubota. Sports Network's coverage of women's conference tournaments continues Saturday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern with the MAC Championship game as another ticket to the tournament will be secured. And myself, along with Missy Heydrich, we will be in the Cleveland They call that the championship.
Going to be a great one. Ball State, Allie Becky, the player of the year on the MAC, and Kent State, the defending champs. What a semi that's going to be.
And so all the top seeds doing their job. And how about the teams who have already punched their tickets and on their way to the dance?
This is a really superior list. George Mason, stunning Richmond in the A-10 tournament to win the championship. You got USF, who could definitely make some noise. South Dakota State, they're one of my sleeper picks in the tournament.
Yeah, always love this time of year. And so many different fan bases get so much juice to see who's going dancing. Going dancing between these two, San Diego State and Wyoming. Quezada just inside the three-point line. It won't go. Melima comes down with the board.
But that pinch post area, that is Quezada's sweet spot. So San Diego State needs to get her more touches here to close the third.
Melima down the left side. Runs into Quezada. And they call offensive foul.
These are the turnovers for Wyoming that the Aztecs have to be able to capitalize. 12 points off turnovers in this game, but Wyoming has 14.
And the foul's on Furtick. By the way, she has 8 points. And she's only been held single digits just once this year. Now we're still in the third quarter, but that just tells you just how good a job Aztecs D has done. One of the better defensive teams in the Mountain West. And Bonganiban tried the no-look, but Dickerson, she wasn't asleep.
Good job by Dickerson, just crowding the paint area, breaking up that two-man game.
Furtick double team. And now having issues finding a partner to pass to. She gets it to Peterson. And it's a foul on Fizo.
And this was a great double team coming from San Diego State. And a little bit late to get there was Megan Fizo on the baseline and had to foul.
Underneath to Melima. And the look they wanted. They pulled it out. Good, quick first step. Furtick. And a foul against the Aztecs.
Quezada needs to make sure she doesn't get called for flopping in this game, but Wyoming doing a much better job of getting Furtick the ball in one-on-one situations where she can go to work. She had the inside position, had Quezada sealed on the backside.
She's got a call earlier, and so Cowgirls in the bonus, not that time. And what a career Allison Furtick has had in Wyoming. And we talked about where she's from, Glendale, Wyoming. And it's a pretty small town. She's a big deal there.
Population 237. She says she lives out on 40 acres, and she's everybody knows her, of course, because she's a star through the entire state. But she said, I get a lot of people saying, great game, saying hi, and I have no idea who they are.
Yeah, 4-time Mountain West first team honors. She was 4-time Wyoming All-State back in high school as well. Sheffy. That's nice. Good work from Veronica Sheffy.
Sheffy's been so good in the mid-range game today, really hunting her shot off the bounce.
You got a good one. 14 lead changes as Dickerson heats up for 3.
Dickerson has been the X factor for Wyoming off the bench. 7 points for her, instant offense, and Wyoming 6 3-pointers in this game.
Yeah, 6 for 13, and they shoot the 3-ball well. Fizo can't get it to go.
This Wyoming offense already very efficient, shooting twos. Reminds me a lot, actually, of Richmond, who's one of the top, most efficient shooting squads in the country.
Peterson just a little too strong. Great job by Furtick to tap it out, but it's Quezada who comes down with it. And Clark, what a game she's had. Clark, the Mountain West 3rd in rebounds, 4th in blocks, and 25th in steals. She can do it all. Martinez almost lost her pivot foot there. And then good hands from Melima. She's a ball hawk, and Peterson coming back the other way. Wyoming starting to get in rhythm. You mentioned just how well they played in the third quarter, especially in this tournament. How about Clark? Rips it away from Burton. Callie Clark.
Callie Clark has made those entry passes so difficult, and I would like to see Wyoming guards throw that pass in high to Furtick because they're bouncing it in, and that's allowing Clark to get the deflections.
A fifth steal of the night for Clark. 8 rebounds, 8 points. Sheffy loses it. Gotta go for the Cowgirls. Dickerson, she was eyeing the clock. Gets it to Melima. Point look. Oh, in and out. And so Wyoming regains a 2-point lead here. So that's the end of the third quarter with the score 43-41. Bodies on the floor. A berth to the NCAA tournament is on the line. Wyoming by a deuce. Final stands getting set here at the Thomas Mack Center. Wyoming up by 2. Let's check in with Ashley.
Coach, this has been a third quarter team all tournament long, and now you're going in one more quarter with the lead. What are you telling your team to make sure you're champions at the end of this?
10 minutes. 10 minutes of cowgirl toughness to finish this. We didn't come here to not win it all and cut these nets down.
Appreciate it, Coach. Good luck. Thank you.
All right, Ashley, you can feel the intensity from Heather Ezell. She was 4-year letter winner at Iowa State. And Peterson, big spark plug.
You want cowgirl toughness. Melina Peterson is bringing it tonight, knocking down big shot after big shot. She sees things before they happen, makes great cuts and decisions. 10 points, 4-7 from the field, 2 threes, 2 assists. She has been huge, especially with Allison Furtick really getting limited touches in this game.
Peterson makes the All-Mountain West team. Junior, back as a freshman, she was the freshman of the year. So she's been getting it done for the Cowgirls for all 3 seasons. Clark hemmed up, gets it back out to Green. Sheffy, and they got a foul offensive on Jaslyn Green.
Those are the mistakes that can't happen in the fourth quarter of a close game in a championship. Every possession matters.
Green, she made a couple of huge threes against UNLV.
3 triples.
Yeah. Down and low to Dickerson. Good look, but she can't convert. Clark with another rebound.
Clark has just been a vacuum on the boards tonight. Now into double digits, 10 boards.
Yeah, she's got 11 double-digit rebound games this season. None of the last 10 games. And they call it travel on Quezada.
This great help defense coming over from Tess Barnes. On the double team, cut off the baseline. Quezada had nowhere to go.
Quezada, preseason All-American, or preseason All-Mountain West. Check that. 1,600 career points. Melima stuck. Dickerson bails her out. Shot clock to 5. Green gets a good handle in there. And they call it jump ball. It's going to stay down here with Wyoming. Aztecs, but they swarm on the basket.
This defense is so improved this season. It's great team defense, though. Great communication. Quezada just sliding her feet. Furtick was trying to seal her man inside to give a lane for McKinley Dickerson to work with.
All right, so Quezada checks out. Panganiban almost got her hands on it. Furtick, she almost got that deep jumper to go. The shot clock winding down.
The Aztecs, though, are okay with Allison Furtick becoming a jump stop.
In a rhythm, Panganiban can't get to go, but the Aztecs will retain possession. Jersey Mike's is the proud title sponsor of the Naismith Women's Player of the Year Award. Join us over the Final Four weekend as we highlight this year's winners right here on CBS Sports Network. Villalobos back in the ball game. Panganiban with 13 points leads all scores. Sheffy trying to find a lane. Melima hems her up, and now Sheffy tried to draw the foul.
Great job. Melima, the defensive player of the year, bodying up Sheffy, forcing her to pick up that dribble, and she had nowhere to go. Nobody on her team came to bail her out.
Peterson from Denmark. Oulainen from Finland. True international feel for the Cowgirls.
This defense has tightened up both ends of the floor.
Shot clock down to 3. Peterson. Good defense by Villalobos.
I love that decision by Kim Villalobos because Melina Peterson was trying to post up the much shorter Nat Martinez inside, and Villalobos making sure that was not going to happen, digs down and forces the turnover.
Yeah, 153 career games. That's most in program history for Kim Villalobos. Martinez with that quick first step. Kicks it back out. Sheffy now pulls up from inside the elbow. Clark has been unbelievable. 12 boards.
Allie Clark is the MVP of this game right now.
Her season high, career high, 17. She did that against New Mexico in early February. Shot clock running down. Clark inside with the left hand, and it goes.
Allie Clark doing it all right now. She's hitting the glass both ends of the floor, and she's finishing plays inside for the Aztecs.
43 all. Just under 7 minutes to left. Who wants it more? It's Callie Clark racing down the other way. And she gets called for a travel. Just didn't have anyone to help her out there. That's right.
I don't think she expected to be that open.
That's right.
Look at this dump off, though, and fine from Martinez. Callie Clark making tough finishes inside, and 2 Wyoming defenders were right there. Got the switch.
Shot clock down to 10. Barnes kicks it over to Peterson, wide open for 3, in rhythm, won't go. And Villalobos comes up with a rebound. Crowd getting into it. Thomas Mack Center. And the winner will be headed to the dance. Clark just rips it away, but then she loses the handle. You can feel the intensity. Melima off the mark. Good job by Villalobos.
Three-point shooting's gone a little bit cold here the last couple of possessions for Wyoming, who's been red hot from the line.
Aztec fans who made the trip trying to implore their group to get it going.
Wyoming's done a good job of crowding the paint this quarter.
And Clark comes up empty on that trip. 43-43. And just over the midway point of the fourth quarter. Bullet pass. Barnes to Peterson. Yes.
And it's that off-ball movement from Melina Peterson that continues to spark this Wyoming offense.
Tess Barnes, the senior from Australia. This place just got loud. Martinez to Villalobos. And Fertig comes up with a board.
Yeah, Fertig got a piece of that.
All right, Kel, so if you're Wyoming here, what are you looking to do down the stretch up to?
I'm looking to get the ball into the hands of Melina Peterson, find her on a dive to the basket or on an off-ball cut. Post her up inside, too, if you get a smaller guard on her.
Barnes inside. That's a loose ball. Sheffy coming out the other way. And they're going to call a block on Oulainen. 45-43, Wyoming on top. Sheffy leaving it all on the floor. On the line, the Mountain West tournament champion. And as we had to break, a look at the last 5 Mountain West champions battling for that trophy.
College basketball on CBS Sports Network is sponsored by Principal. Let's build a retirement and benefits plan that works for your team. And by AT&T. Connecting changes everything.
Ashley said it best, two teams on fire, but just one spot left. As we take a look at the game summary brought to you by AT&T. And Cal, it's a tight one.
It's been all about the Aztecs defense forcing 18 turnovers, but only 12 points off those turnovers. And it's been the 3-ball, 6 triples that have kept Wyoming with a 2-point lead.
And how about the play of Naomi Ponganiban? She has been outstanding and really kind of a catalyst, along with Sheffy, for the Aztecs.
She just plays with a swagger, has the clutch gene for the freshman. Acts like she's a senior out there on the court. Absolutely fearless, but she has that ability to create for herself and others. And she's certainly creating for Callie Clark inside.
She was Mountain West Freshman of the Week 3 times this year. And you can see why. 4:15 left. Aztecs trying to tie it up or take the lead. Villalobos going to set up the offense. Shot clock inside 5. Sheffy with 1 second left won't go, and Fertig does what she does best.
Wyoming has done such a good job defensively this quarter of really crowding the middle of the floor, making everything in the paint so difficult, even the driving lanes.
She's 1 point away from her 47th career double-double. Inside to Barnes, and it rolls out. Peterson comes up with a rebound. Only Lining goes strong. That won't go. Here comes Villalobos and the Aztecs.
Aztecs 19-2 on the season when 3 or more players score in double figures. Balance has been the superpower of this San Diego State team all year.
Yeah, Hudson, she started to bring that up to us when we talked to her, and then you told her exactly what it was. She said, yeah, what you just said.
But I would tell you, one of those 2 losses, even despite the 3 or more in double figures, came to Wyoming.
Ponganiban came to play tonight. 15 points. And we're knotted up at 45 with 2:45 left. Still trying to go inside to Fertig here.
Yes, because you want to play inside out. That will open things up for the shooters. I'm also trying, again, still to go to Melina Peterson if Fertig gets double.
Inside college basketball. That's on the way. We got a loose ball on the floor.
And San Diego State has done such a good job of crowding Fertig on that low block.
Coming up next, join our college basketball experts in studio. They're going to talk all things conference tournaments with highlights, top plays, and unmatched insights. Bracket week continues here on CBS Sports Network. And so that's the 3rd foul from Fertig.
Allison Fertig hasn't looked human all season, but the Aztecs are making her look human. Doesn't easily get frustrated, but she looks a little out of sync right now.
Well, they're great defensively. They held opponents in the Mountain West to the fewest number of points of all 11 teams. Just over 60 per game. Sheffy trying to create. Green working on Dickerson. Along the baseline, throws it up, it won't go. Loose ball. Melima had it, lost it. Sheffy comes up with it, leans in, and she draws the foul on Peterson.
It's a great recognition by Sheffy, realizing she had the defender out of position and just created the foul on the contact.
Second on Peterson.
Sheffy so dangerous off the bounce, had the quick first step on Peterson, and then just forced the issue.
It's been 2 seasons at San Diego.
And a great free throw shooter as well.
Yeah, all West Coast Conference team, 2nd team at San Diego. And as a freshman, she was a WCC all-freshman team as well.
2 really impactful transfers coming in Sheffy and Callie Clark. How about this? San Diego State, one of only 21 teams in the country with 0 transfers going out.
2-point lead, San Diego State, with 1:40 to play for the Mountain West Championship. Who's going to step up for the Cowgirls? Peterson inside to Fertig. Got it off, and it counts. Allison Fertig comes up big in the clutch.
is the Mountain West Player of the Year because she's able to play through double teams, got pushed off the block, double team comes, and she stays collected and calm and keeps that ball high, still able to finish on the turnaround. The degree of difficulty in that shot is super high.
64% free throw shooter, and it won't go. So we're still tied up at 47. 120 left. Iban working on Oulainen. Sheffy's going to pull it out, and they're going to run their offense. Sheffy shakes Mellema. Still working. In the corner is Jasmine Green. Tries to get it inside to Clark. Great defense by Wyoming.
Got to have better shot clock awareness there, especially late in the game. Green had to go up with that.
You going inside again?
Yes.
Oulainen thought about it. Mellema almost lost it. Good defense by Green. 35 seconds left. 7 on the shot clock. Shot clock down to 5. Mellema goes. And it's Villalobos who comes up with a rebound. And then we get a timeout. How about this? 25 seconds left. And we're knotted up at 47. Quick 30-second timeout. All right, if you're having fun yet, guess what? We got you covered tomorrow, 2 and 3 Eastern. Get ready for more Mountain West tourney action. The men's quarterfinals tip off from here in Vegas. Find out who will move one step closer to the big dance right here on CBS Sports Network. And how about the job Richard Pitino was done at New Mexico? They look like they're the real deal.
They sure do. This should be a super fun tournament, great atmosphere. And we saw some upsets on the women's side, so we'll see if that carries over to the men's.
All right, 25 seconds left. They got a timeout. The Aztecs have possession. What do you like here, Kel?
I would put the ball in the hands of Veronica Sheffy, let her create off the bounce. Wyoming's going to try and take away the middle of the floor. And so San Diego State's guards have to be ready on catch and shoots on the perimeter.
You see they're 16-7 in games decided by 4 points or fewer since 2021. And under Heather Ezell, they're knotted up 6-6. And games decided by 4 points or fewer there as well. And again, Wyoming, they lost 2 years ago, the championship game. And the Aztecs lost last year, both to UNLV. All right, we take a quick break. We'll be back after this. All right, we're back here, 47 all. What's Coach Hudson drawing up there in that timeout?
But probably a little bit of two-man game as Aztecs will look potentially on the pick and pop, but Wyoming's been so good about taking away that popping action, so look for a third cutter to come into play.
The Aztecs trying to win their 8th consecutive game, and none more important with a chance to go to the NCAA tournament. Clark is going to set things up and get it to the calm, cool, collected freshman, Naomi Ponganiban.
Look for Sheffy to get this ball potentially.
Taking the clock all the way down. Ponganiban from 20 feet. Oh, in and out. And then it's Furtick comes up with a rebound, and Heather Ezell calls a quick timeout.
Now remember, in women's basketball, you can inbound the ball at half court under 60 seconds left. Wyoming still has 3 timeouts left. So plenty of time, 2.2 seconds left to get off a shot.
So on the line, as we told you, Mountain West Conference Championship title. And Wyoming won this back in 2021. San Diego State's won it a couple of times, but none more precious right now. All right, so they're taking a look at the clock here. See, they're going to add some more time back. See, Furtick got it.
Probably 3 seconds of that. Looks like the timeout maybe was called when Furtick was on the floor.
And our officials, Michael Murray, Ashley Ellis.
but I would look for one of the guards to take this shot because there's not enough time to get the ball into Fergie.
And they have such good three-point shooters for the year for Wyoming as a team. They shot the 34% from the three-point line.
Tess Barnes would be an option. She's a great three-point shooter. Melina Peterson has played phenomenally.
Let's see. We can take a look. Yeah, around 3 seconds or so, maybe.
But Melino is definitely calling it about.
After the review has been determined that the clock is set correctly, it will be 2.2 seconds. White ball in the front court, table side.
All right, so that's Ashley Ellis.
So you have time basically for one dribble, and you got to go up with it.
All right, but still, Wyoming's going to get a shot. They're going to inbounds it from half court.
And you just have to make sure if you're San Diego State, you need to contest, but you can't foul.
A lot of strategy coming down the stretch here. 2.2 seconds left. I want to send these three-point shooters to the line if you're the Aztecs, but
there's just not enough time to go inside because 2.2 seconds left. Fertig does not have time to go into her post move. Unless they do throw it completely right into the post.
All right, here we go. 47 all, 2.2 seconds left. Peterson for the win, won't go.
You wanted the ball in the hands of Peterson, though, so that was exactly the shot that Wyoming wanted to get.
Game's been so good. We're going to keep it going here. 47-47 as we head to overtime to determine who's going to win the Mountain West Championship tourney. And how about this? 47-47. We got overtime here between San Diego State, and Wyoming. And it's just the third time. There have been 3 overtime games in Mountain West Championship history. The last one coming in 2020. Boise State, and they were able to knock off Fresno State. San Diego State was involved in an overtime victory. You go back to 2010, they won 70-60 over Utah. There you see 1-1 in overtime games for Heather Ezell.
You know Heather Ezell is telling her squad, 5 more minutes of cowgirl toughness.
And meanwhile, Stacey Terry Hudson has done just an unbelievable job of having her team ready for this championship game, coming in here as a 4 seed against Wyoming.
This team has really come together. So many newcomers on it, but arguably one of the best that Stacey Terry Hudson has had since she took over.
So here we go. And it was so much fun for 4 quarters, we decided we wanted to play for 5 more minutes.
It's March Madness, baby.
That's right. We've got nowhere else to be. Good defense early on. Honganiban got our hands in there, and Melima couldn't squeeze it.
San Diego State's defense and the active hands, the deflections, has been the story of this game.
San Diego State trying to win this championship for the 3rd time. Villalobos, the hard drive to the hoop.
Villalobos, she's been quiet in this game, but she told me that she's really perfected some of those tough shots because she's had Callie Clark guarding her in practice.
Peterson inside to Melima, who gets cut off by the freshman. Barnes takes it, left-hand scoop, won't go. Rebound, Callie Clark.
Who else than Callie Clark?
13th rebound of the night. Again, her career high is 17, but she has been fabulous tonight.
She's been the player of this game.
7th double-double this year. She's got 10 points and 13 rebounds. And oh, by the way, career high in steals with 6. Sheffy with 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Won't count. We're going the other way.
It's been a couple of times now that San Diego State has been called for moving screens.
And that's actually the first foul on Clark tonight.
And Clark still moving her feet, wasn't set. Good call by the officials.
And Wyoming trying to find a groove. Again, they get it back inside of their star. Fertig, drop step. And it just won't fall. Another rebound for Clark. That's 14.
And the size of Callie Clark at 6'3" is something Fertig hasn't seen a lot of in Mountain West play this year. So it's clearly altering her shots a little.
Crowd on its feet.
Honganiban to Sheffy. And again, they let the shot clock get so deep. Sheffy driving. Won't go. And they got a foul down on the floor. And it's against Wyoming. It's going to be against Oli Lyman. Nat Martinez is going to come in here for the Aztecs for Jasmine Green.
Sheffy's so difficult off the bounce, breaking you down. Got some great handles on her. San Diego State, one foul away from being in the bonus.
Villalobos trying to create. Tough drive, and it goes. How about Kim Villalobos with pops in the stands? They're having a party here at the Thomas Mack Center.
Mr. Villalobos is loving it because that was a circus shot. Off balance, Kim Villalobos, all kinds of defenders around her falling away. And the fifth-year senior coming through with the shot of her life so far.
Unbelievable. Last year, she made the All-Mountain West tournament team. And she converts the three-point play. And San Diego State has opened up its largest lead of the game. It's 5 with 2:50 left.
But don't expect Wyoming to get rattled. So composed, 6 seniors.
And Green a little aggressive on Dickerson. It's her third foul. Cowgirls working around. Barnes back to Peterson.
Fertig has to touch this ball.
Barnes from way downtown. Won't go. Sheffy chases it down.
Wyoming has to exploit that matchup right now. You've got Quezada on Fertig.
No points for the Cowgirls so far in overtime. The Aztecs looking to extend their lead. Honganiban. Oh, what a pass to Clark.
But she can't connect. The no-look from Honganiban, freshman, is so cool with what's on the line. And Heather Zell wants a quick timeout, wants to talk things over. Her team hasn't scored in overtime.
At all, but Allison Fertig hasn't really touched this ball much in overtime. Wyoming loves to play inside out, and they have to get back to that.
And how about Villalobos? You mentioned in her final year of eligibility. It's coming up big here tonight.
Villalobos, 7 points in this game, and they've all been tough finishes on drives. None better than this one. The 5th-year senior, she came back along with Adriana Quezada, the 6th-year senior, to play in this championship game.
She was a member of the El Salvador national team. Top Salvadoran basketball player in the U.S. at the time.
And she said the post step that San Diego State has this year has made her a better player. Her dad, literally, life spirit animal.
Beaming with pride is Mr. Villalobos. Cowgirls got to get on the board here in overtime, down 5. Peterson
Dickerson spots up for three, and that's good.
McKinley Dickerson has given Wyoming so much offense off the bench tonight. She has hit big shot after big shot.
Back to a one-possession game with a 1:20 left. Aztecs are going to take their time. It's been Sheffy and Panganiban. Sheffy from the elbow. Oh, yeah.
And you just can't let Veronica Sheffy get to that middle part of the court. That pinch post area is her sweet spot.
And another quick timeout for Coach Ezell. The lead down at 4.
This is where Sheffy is so dangerous because she can get downhill on you, but she's got that beautiful step back J. And Melina Peterson can't get out in time to fully contest. Look at this move, silky smooth from the pinch post area.
Yeah, she leads the team in scoring, but Coach Hudson telling us, we have so many people who can score and can do so much more. And everyone kind of, they buy into the fact that it's a nice situation that's bigger than themselves.
It's we above me is one of the team slogans. And on any given night, nobody cares who gets the glory. And it's such a balanced team. It makes it a nightmare for opponents to scout because you can't key in on one or two players.
Just a fantastic coaching job by Coach Hudson. Sheffy at 15 points in a huge game in the semifinal against UNLV. Under a minute to go. Wyoming down 4. Melima holds on to her pivot foot. Barnes working on Villalobos. Into Fertig. Fertig working on Clark. Gets deep and gets 2.
That is why Allison Fertig has to touch the ball because she's so efficient around the rim, especially if you give her enough space to operate.
A little bit of a little pressure situation from Wyoming. They get it across. No need to foul here if you're the Cowgirls.
But you don't want to foul because you're in San Diego State's in the bonus.
They're taking the shot clock all the way down. Sheffy is going to get started. Gets to the elbow again. That won't go. Dickerson comes up the rebound, and then he's out with another quick timeout.
So if I'm Wyoming, I'm going right back to Allison Fertig. Plenty of time to get the ball into her, to operate, get a shot off, and still have a little bit of clock left in case there's an offensive board.
The lead had ballooned up to 5 for the Aztecs. And here's where that conditioning that Fertig talked to us about is coming into play.
She's been playing 38-plus minutes a game this season. Worked so hard this offseason on improving her conditioning so that she could make those long stretches. And you don't see that a lot from 6'4" bigs throughout this country. She said it wasn't necessarily that she was doing different stuff in her conditioning, but she was aiming to win every drill, not just survive it. And you want her to touch this ball and to go to her inside because she's the most efficient player on the court.
Great atmosphere here at the Thomas Mack Center. 13.8 left. Are we going to get double overtime? Melima working on with a freshman. Oh, tough shot from Emily Melima. Just forces it in.
Wyoming just exploiting the matchup there. You had a smaller guard on you in Naomi Panganiban. Emily Melima, 6 feet. They put her on an island on that weak side and let her go to work, and she converts. Look at this move. Nobody coming over on the help defense. Callie Clark trying to keep Fertig from getting this ball. And Melima just big size differential in height, and so she just takes advantage of the shorter Panganiban inside.
And Melima fired up. Did a good job as Coach Ezell cleared it out, and Coach Ezell's got a little admirer.
3-year-old Dylan, her daughter, she was playing with dinosaurs at shoot-around earlier today. But these Cowgirls are a number of role models for her. She's obsessed with this team. She's up past her bedtime.
Yeah, she is. 3 consecutive 21 seasons for that woman right there. Stacey Terry Hudson in her 12th year here. And they just keep getting better and better. And again, Cal mentioned it, 19-2 and 3 or more scored double figures.
Look for Sheffy or Ponganiban to take this shot.
Quick timeout as Nat Martinez couldn't find a playing partner.
Sheffy and Ponganiban are San Diego State's 2 best players, the ability to create their own shot off the dribble.
6.3 left. And knotted up at 54. Only Mountain West Kearney game to go more than one OT was back in 2014. It was a semifinal.
And remember, Veronica Sheffy, when San Diego State beat UNLV earlier this season in the regular season, she had the game-winning shot with 2 seconds left.
That was a triple overtime game where Colorado State edged out Wyoming. But here we go. Ponganiban, the running jumper. Tapped up. Only lining comes up with it. And the Cowgirls, they call another timeout. So the coach Giselle, she's going to have one more shot.
So Coach Giselle,
what you think about the shot from Ponganiban?
I didn't mind it. She's made a bunch of those throughout this game. She can create for herself off the bounce. She's speedy like that. So that's a look from the mid-range that she can make. And you had to take it a little bit early so that you had a chance to get the offensive board. Smooth. Again, it's a shot that she hits with high efficiency. I love that Stacey Terry Hudson trusts her freshman to take that potential game-winning shot in overtime to potentially send her team to the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, let's see. They've got opportunity here if they win. It's going to be their 10th NCAA tournament appearance. And for Wyoming, they've been there a couple of times, 2021 and 2008. But Coach Giselle, they're taking a look here at time.
We put 0.2 of a second back on the clock. So this is basically going to be catch and shoot for the most part.
Yeah, the 14 wins during the regular season and conference play are the most ever in program history. So Giselle wants to definitely grab one more.
So look for either Mellema or Tess Barnes to take this shot.
2 of the best shooters on the court. Mellema. Oh, good block by Green. They were ready for it. Double overtime for the Mountain West Championship. We've never had that in conference tournament history in the championship game. It's been a ton of fun. Mellema thought she was going to see if she can get the win, but Green was long, and we're going to double OT. Folks, the Thomas Mack Center, that's a place to be tonight in Vegas. Nowhere else. Double overtime for the Mountain West Conference Championship, for the Women's Basketball Championship here. And this is the second tournament game to go to multiple overtimes. We just talked about that back in 2014.
So we're making history here doing it in the championship.
All right, so a quick refresher here on overtime rules, 5-minute periods. So there's one timeout added for each team, then obviously left over for the second half carryover. Each period's going to start with a jump ball. Clock stops after made basket under a minute. The 2 coaches, they know what's on the line.
This has been a chess match.
Absolutely. Hey, we told you at the top of the game, these are the 2 hottest teams in the conference. And Wyoming coming in, having won 6 in a row. And San Diego State is 7. So this is just what you'd expect. Cowgirls win the tip. Tess Barnes wide open for 3. Off the front end, it won't go.
That's exactly the who you weren't taking that 3-point shot. Tess Barnes, best shooter on this Wyoming squad.
Sheffy gets her own rebound. And Mellema comes down with it. Peterson had only Linen, but elected to kick it back out to Mellema. Peterson working on Sheffy. Shot clock down to 3. Only lining on Villalobos. Strong drive, won't go. Clark comes up with a rebound.
That's the rim protection that Callie Clark provides. She's done it all night.
Sheffy's been able to get her own shot pretty much whenever she's wanted. Panganiban. Clark looking for some help.
Gotta help her. That was a bailout.
Wow. And so Peterson gets called for the foul.
Especially because San Diego State's in the bonus. So that's just going to put Nat Martinez on the free throw line. 1 second was left on that shot clock.
At the line, number 21, Nat Martinez shooting.
She'll get a couple of free throws, as we mentioned. The last loss was against UNLV, but they won 7 since.
Hottest team in the conference coming into this tournament.
Martinez, that's her 5th point of the evening. And the freshman from California, up in the Bay. She's an 81% free throw shooter. All right, so she's going to check out while Green checks in.
How about this? The Aztecs 9 of 9 at the free throw line tonight. Doing all the little things.
2-point game with 3:30 left in the second overtime.
This has been an absolute war inside between Clark and Furtick.
Peterson deep in the paint, kicks it back out to Barnes for 3. She has another one to rim out. Tess Barnes, 37% three-point shooter. One of the best on the team for Wyoming.
Tess Barnes has given Wyoming good offense tonight. 8 points in this game.
Villalobos stops and pops.
That fadeaway is Kim Villalobos' best weapon. She has practiced it so much this year going against the bigger 6'3" Callie Clark inside. It's helped her refine that move.
Lead up to 4. Furtick. This has been the matchup all night, Furtick and Clark.
But look at how far Clark is pushing her off the block.
Peterson. The crossover goes back down low, steps back, and that was great patience.
Let Sheffy leave her feet. Got a wide open look from that right block.
And Melina Peterson with her 14th point, and she leads the Cowgirls. They're down by a deuce here. Villalobos, quick first step, but kicks it out to Green. Good ball movement. Sheffy for 3. Rips the nuts. Veronica Sheffy.
And you can't leave the 46% three-point shooter alone with a wide-open shot. Great extra pass from Jasmine Green.
Green hustling. Comes up with it. The lead is 5. 22 turnovers for Wyoming. That ties the season high. Play on, says Sean Martin. Panganiban kicks it out to Green. Hit 3 of these the other night, and it won't go. Dickerson runs it down. 1:15 left. Can Wyoming come back down 5? Into Furtick. She's pretty far underneath.
Callie Clark just continues to affect Furtick's shots inside. Those are looks that Furtick normally makes.
How about Melina Peterson? When it counts, knocks it down.
Peterson has been unconscious tonight. 7 of 13 from the field, 3 triples. She's hit big shot after big shot. She's been so critical with Furtick having limited touches and not being as efficient as normal.
45 seconds left. Who wants it more? Cowgirls or Aztecs? Mountain West Conference Championship and a right to go to the NCAA tournament. Panganiban. Oh, Dickerson's call for the block. She thought she was there.
Panganiban so slippery off the bounce. Villalobos rejected the screen. It's close. Dickerson slide in.
Been a point of emphasis for the past couple of years. You really got to get there.
You have to be set. You got to beat the offensive player to the spot.
Ponganiban, 76% free throw shooter. She is in rhythm and calm and cool. No problem. Knocks them both down.
Almost got to do a pulse check on her. Freshman playing like this in the biggest of moments.
Lead up to 4. Let's see if they go inside the Fertig. Malma kicks it out. Peterson swooping across the lane. It's good.
Peterson just continues to deliver, and she's done it at all 3 levels today.
And now Coach Hudson is going to call a timeout.
It's just a great move. Let Melina Peterson go one-on-one with Jaslyn Green, and she's got such great touch in the paint.
Shot clock was running down, and Peterson just got it off. All right, 19.6 left. And already...
If you're San Diego State, you don't have to take a shot technically. 19.6 seconds left. Veronica Sheffy leading this team in points on the season and assists. Tonight, 5 assists, 19 points. She was the 1A on the scouting report for Wyoming, limiting her abilities to get downhill off the bounce.
Yeah, Cowgirls had her bottled up in the 2 games they played during the regular season. San Diego State lost both. And Heather Ezell telling us this morning she knows, hey, some things just worked out better for us in the second game. We kind of ran away from it, but we know tonight they're going to be incredibly tough. Dickerson on Martinez, trying to foul her. No fouls called. Martinez just running the clock out. And now Melba comes up with a rock. And they call a foul on the Cowgirls.
Wow.
It's a scramble for the basketball.
Martinez just trying to keep that ball away from a possible double team coming. It's the right call. Emily Malama definitely fouled Nat Martinez. But remember, San Diego State, that was an important foul for the Aztecs to work in their favor because Aztecs was 0 timeouts left.
All right, so the foul is on Martinez, and Malama is going to go to the line. And Malama, 68% free throw shooter. She needed that one.
She sure did.
Gets the second one to go. So, again, how long do you wait until you put...
You go for the initial steal, and then you got to foul pretty quickly.
And remember, we saw the Aztecs throw the pass the length of the floor against UNLV a couple of times, but they get it into Sheffy, and Sheffy's going to go to the line.
Sheffy's not necessarily the person you wanted to foul. You don't have a whole lot of options, though. You just got to get the foul off. And thankfully, Fertig got there in time because Sheffy's so quick she was about to break it down the court.
And again, you mentioned just how talented Sheffy is at the free throw line. 82% free throw shooter, but she misses the first. That's her first missed free throw of the night. All right, and so Wyoming now down 2. And Coach Ezell with another timeout. I mean, this has been gripping drama.
So you obviously don't need a three-pointer. Melina Peterson has had the hot hand. I would isolate her one-on-one and let her go to work off the bounce. Let her, she's typically has a shorter guard on her. Let her post up. Let her try and attack off the bounce and see what she can create.
Well, the fans are kind of stunned here. It's been a lot of action. Everyone's just trying to process what they're seeing. And Wyoming has, in each of these overtime periods, has been able to dig themselves out of a hole, down by as many as 5 in the first overtime and 4 in the second overtime. And that is that tough metal that Coach Ezell told us about, that cowgirl way.
Cowgirl toughness.
Yep.
The seniors on this cowgirl squad have refined it over the last 4 years.
Barnes ready to inbound into Peterson. You called it. Deferred it, and she's fouled.
That's a good foul, though.
So Allison Furtick, 64% free throw.
So we knew it was going to Peterson, but Kim Villalobos late on the rotation to get down and seal that ball from Furtick. So good foul, making sure that she altered Furtick's shot and did not have a potential three-point play.
All right, third on Villalobos, and Furtick just 1 for 3 from the line tonight.
Furtick's not a great free throw shooter at 64%.
That was nothing but net. And 45 with her 47th career double-double tonight. 14 points, 14 boards. That's a big shot from Allison Furtick. 6.2 left. Sheffy is going to give it a run. Eyeing the clock. Lets it go! It was a 2. It would have won the game. But I guess we just haven't played enough basketball tonight.
Triple overtime.
Unbelievable drama here at the Thomas Mack Center. They've had a couple of good looks at overtime.
This is exactly, you want the ball in Sheffy's hands, and she got a great look. That mid-range has been falling all night. You couldn't have asked for a better shot from Veronica Sheffy as time is winding down.
Sheffy had a good look. Panganiban had a good look in the first overtime. But we're back for a third overtime for the Mountain West Conference Championship for the women. Who's it going to be, San Diego State or Wyoming? You're watching Bracket Week, presented by Kubota. Thomas Mack Center, the place to be in Las Vegas, Nevada for the Mountain West Conference Championship for the women. And Wyoming and San Diego State, the 2 and 4 seeds respectively. How about a third overtime? Not enough. And 64 alongside Kelly Burke, I'm Fran Charles. And Ashley Nicole Moss is with us here as well. She'll talk to the winning coach and also the MVP when this game finally ends.
Right? At this rate, we could be playing past midnight.
That's right. They may need you to suit up, Cal. Here we go. Third overtime. Furtick and Clark. And Mellema controls the tip. There have been 16 lead changes, 12 ties in this matchup. Furtick on Clark. It's been that way all night. Only lining back into Furtick, who squares up, faces the basket, fades away. And again, very good defense from Clark.
Straight up in your face. That post and repost hasn't worked as well as normal for Allison Furtick.
Panganiban working on Only line. Oh, the no-look pass to Villalobos. She tried it earlier, and this time works out perfectly.
Kim Villalobos was quiet to start this game, but she has had some monster shots late in this one, especially around the rim.
Panganiban just playing with a confidence. Peterson on the low block. It comes up with nothing but air. Furtick gets her own rebound, and then those active hands. And we're staying down this way.
Look at the vision by the freshman Panganiban. Little two-man game. Keeps that dribble active. And then no-look pass into Kim Villalobos. Splitting the defenders.
Tell you what, Aztec fans, the next few years, you're going to enjoy watching Naomi do her thing on the basketball court. 66-64.
You're going to enjoy watching all three of these freshmen.
Yeah, I know, right? You have Martinez and also Hamilton. Mellema, she can't connect with the left hand. And again, it's knocked out of bounds by San Diego State.
Offense has been hard to come by in these overtimes. It's been all about the D.
They lobbed it up. Yeah, it wasn't much time left on the shot clock. And Furtick just couldn't get her hands on it. She was going to have to throw it up there quickly. And again, outstanding defensive work by San Diego State.
I love this move to go inside to Callie Clark because Furtick's got 4 fouls.
Clark, the strong move, spins and wins for 2.
Put Callie Clark on an island and let her go to work, having the game of her life.
And again, San Diego State with a quick 4-point lead. So they've been getting out early in front in overtime. Only have Wyoming chip away. Peterson, top of the key. She's short. Furtick going after it. And it's a foul on Sheffy. And she scrambled for the loose rock. That's her second.
Wyoming has done a great job on the offensive glass in this overtime period. Sheffy trying to deflect that ball, but got a little bit of Furtick's wrist.
All right, so both teams, they'll shoot free throws the rest of the way. And so Furtick has come up with 3 big free throws here. Her last 3 attempts at the charity stripe. Quezada is going to check in for the Aztecs. So Furtick makes it 4 for her last 4.
You also wonder, too, as now that we're in triple overtime, the substitution pattern for San Diego State, having 10 deep on the bench, how much that matters here in the triple overtime, staying fresh. Furtick hasn't come off the floor.
Quezada, Barnes with a hand in her face. Green in the corner for 3. Callie Clark, another rebound.
Callie Clark has just done all the dirty work today. Won the 50-50 plays, cracks the offensive and defensive glass so hard.
Her 5th offensive rebound. She has 16 for the game, 1 shy off her career high. Sheffy tries to draw the foul. Contact, but no foul called. And Wyoming finds itself in a familiar position in overtime. They're down, but they've been able to claw their way back in each OT. Furtick sets the pick for Olewainen. Back to Furtick, good pass deep. Oh, Clark! She has been spectacular.
Clark has altered so many shots inside for Allison Furtick at 6'4". The brilliant move by Stacey Terry Hudson and staff to let her start this game, and she's played big minutes.
Oh, answer the call. And these players are exhausted. Quezada working on Barnes. Quezada saves it to Green. There's a shot clock violation. I mean, we're dazzled by the offense, but both these teams are playing unbelievable defense as well.
Callie Clark has done a phenomenal job on Allison Furtick, altering her shot, bringing size and physicality against her, and making every look contested and difficult inside.
She's got 3 blocks, 6 steals, 17 boards, 12 points. She's going to drive the bus home after the game as well. Barnes had a look, dumped it into Furtick. 45 seconds left. Bonganiban with the quick hands. And they call a block on Peterson, and that's her 4th.
Veronica Sheffy, this is who you want the ball in the hands of in transition, navigating her way, has that ability to hit at the free throw line at a high clip.
Sheffy goes to the line here. And Gets her 21st point. How about the rebounding, though? Fertig and Clark, they both have 17. So for a championship game, that's a record here. Desiree Young, UNLV, she had 17 in 2023. Gotta go. 35 seconds left, a 4-point lead. Melima, the reverse, it's good.
Great job by Melima. Got the mismatch.
The baseball pass to Green. Off and running. And then she's fouled by Peterson. And that's her 5th. We saw the Aztecs do that a couple of times against UNLV yesterday.
They had success with it. Jaslyn Green, the outlet. Villalobos throwing the baseball pass, but Green smartly slows up because she knows that Wyoming has to foul.
So 31.6 seconds left. Green's going to go to the line. And Green, 63% free throw shooter, but she can fill it up. The transfer from Cal, she's a big three-point shooter. She had 49 threes 1 year at Cal, and then as a freshman, she had 48. Big deep breath. And no go. And Villalobos knocks it out of bounds. And Fertig now with 18 rebounds, so that's a new tournament record for championship game.
You don't necessarily need a three-pointer here. You just need whatever is the best shot.
Only lining. And Coach Uzell wanted to call a quick timeout before he got called for 5 seconds. So Melina Peterson will have to watch the rest of the way. And she gave it her all. 19 points leading the Cowgirls, but she's out of this ball game with 5 fouls.
And that's a blow to this Wyoming offense because Melina Peterson has been so good in late game situations, the ability to create her own shot. So look for the Cowgirls. Plenty of time to go to Fertig inside, play a little bit of inside out. But I look for either Emily Melima to take the shot or potentially Tess Barnes.
So foul trouble for Wyoming, and there is Fertig. She has 4 fouls. But the Aztecs are in pretty good shape. You just had Villalobos with 3, and the freshman, Kaylin Hamilton, she has 3. But other than that, everybody else in good shape. All right, here we go. Barnes to Melima, down 2, pulls back, in and out. And it's Villalobos with the rebound, and now Sheffy trying to play keep away, and Barnes fouls her.
That was a great look, though, for Melima, and she's made so many of those looks in this game. Got the switch on her. It gave her that little bit of separation to get a good look from the free throw line.
And a great chance for Sheffy to make it a 2-possession game. Plenty of time.
Yeah, exactly.
12.7 left. Sheffy, her career high is 23 points. She's done that twice. And now she's at 24. So a new career high, 4-point game. Melima's got to go.
Got to get something up.
Throws it out of bounds. And the crowd here at the Thomas Mack Center can feel it.
A reminder to all fans to please refrain from
Wyoming, who doesn't normally turn the ball over, with 25 turnovers in this game, none costlier than this one with time running out.
Yeah, they average just under 14 a game. But you have to tip your cap to the job that the Aztecs have done defensively. Up 4 now, triple overtime, 2.9 seconds left. And they've got the basketball. And they're in prime position to just see tears
And that's the Villalobos family. They are ecstatic. Not done yet. But they'll get back here to the NCAA tournament if they're able to hold it off for the first time since 2012. Villalobos right back to Sheffy. And the San Diego State Aztecs are going to the dance. San Diego State knocks off Wyoming 72-68 in triple overtime.
San Diego State, what a game plan against Wyoming. Limited Allison Fertig, the player of the year. Made every touch of hers difficult, forcing Wyoming to play a little bit different. And then turning off the defense, forcing 25 turnovers in this game.
And how about the play from Veronica Sheffy, the junior, a transfer from San Diego. And she led with 24 points and a very difficult loss. And, you know, for these ladies, it's win or go home. The end of the season, you saw Allison Fertig, part of that great class of seniors who came back, see if they can give it one more shot. But the Aztecs, they finished up a runner-up a year ago. They said, we're coming back next year trying to do big things. And the Aztecs are headed to the NCAA tournament, the Mountain West champs in 2025.
We above me. The superpower all season was the balance of the San Diego State squad. 4 players finishing in double figures.
72-68, San Diego State, the number 4 seed, holds on. So look, it's been a fantastic Mountain West championship tourney. UNLV started this thing looking to four-peat, which would have been unbelievable, but they were knocked out by San Diego State and Wyoming. And they were trying to get back here and win this thing for the first time since 2021. They finished runner-up to UNLV 2 years ago. And so you had the last 2 years, teams finished up runner-up. But it's San Diego State that prevails in triple overtime. The first time in conference history that the championship game needs 3 overtimes to decide a victor. San Diego State has got its dancing shoes on. And Ashley is with the entire team. Ashley?
Yeah, we got the whole squad here, guys. Coach, there has never been a 3-time overtime in a Mountain West championship. Your team just made history. First of all, talk about that.
How about that? How about that? You know, we just have that will to win. These kids never let down. Just proud of them. They played really, really hard.
When I spoke to you about taking down UNLV, you said that you told your team yesterday was not the championship. Today is the championship. Well, Coach, you guys are champions. What it is about this team that led to this point?
The sacrifice. We talked about it yesterday. Sacrifice, sacrifice, sacrifice. You know, we over me. That's been our motto all year, and I thought that held true today. Really proud of us. Golly, we played hard. 3 overtimes, are you kidding me? That was fun.
I know the girls must be exhausted. One more question for you. You talked about the defense being the superpower, but also the depth of this team being a superpower. How did that help you in a 3-time overtime game?
You know what? We stuck with the same group for a while, but we were able to make plays earlier in the conference tournament, so they were fresh. I thought we just outlasted them. Played really good. That's a really good Wyoming team. That makes it really, really hard to play against. We just gave it all we got, tried to slow them down, and obviously came up with a victory.
Congratulations, Coach. And you got an MVP, and it goes by the name of Veronica, wearing number 4, an absolutely dominant game. You were all over the court, offense, defense. What was your mindset going into today's game?
That we were going to win. Like, we knew it going in. We didn't have any doubt. The whole team all day. Couldn't wait till the moment till we got to tip-off. We were so excited. And, you know, we all had the same mindset, same goal in mind. We stayed locked into the very end. So, yeah.
How difficult was it to not get too high off of the upset that you and this team contributed to yesterday?
Well, we came in, we weren't expected to be UNLV, but we knew we were going to be UNLV. So we just had to know that, you know, this is the actual championship. Yesterday was the championship, today was the championship.
Congratulations, champions.
Thank you.
All right, Ashley, great job. Yeah, they're dancing here in the Thomas Mack Center. The Aztecs are going to the NCAA tournament. And they're doing it for the 10th time in program history. And they win the tournament for the 3rd time in franchise history. So for Kelly Burke, Ashley Nicole Moss, and our entire crew, this is Fran Charles saying so long from Las Vegas, where our final score 78-72-68, triple overtime. It's been a presentation of CBS Sports Network, the 24-hour home of CBS Sports. Let's send you to Adam Sucker in our studio.